Hey guys, welcome back to our house. This is actually really funny to me. This is the third time I've tried recording this video. Each time the video cuts out because I don't have enough space. So I went in and deleted some stuff. Let's hope it works this time. Today I'm doing things a little bit differently. I want to talk to you guys about some games that are actually really similar. Reason being, there are a lot of games out there that are really close to being the same thing, and people just don't realize it. Board games, dice games, card games, anything tabletop based, you're going to have your variants. You're going to have your differences that are really close. You're going to have your games that are exactly the same, but you don't realize it. So today I want to talk about these three games here. Feed the Kitty, Left, Center, Right, and Big Bang Theory's Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard, Spock, which you might recognize that game because that was a game that Sheldon introduced. In a particular episode, he had talked about a variant of just playing regular rock, paper, scissors. You've got two extra characters to try to shuffle up the randomness. So I want to start here with Feed the Kitty, which was brought to us by GameWright. It is 2 to 5 players, ages 4 and up. So this is a great game to try to get the kids included. I've played it with my nieces; they love it. You've got 2 dice. Whole bunch of wooden mice tokens and a cat dish. You divide up the wooden mice tokens evenly based on the number of players, and then whoever goes first rolls the dice, and you do whatever they say. So on this particular roll, I would keep as many tokens as I could, but one has to go to the feeding dish. And then this here lets you get a mouse back out, and this here passes a mouse. It's like the arrow is coming from you and away, so you're going to pass one to the left. So it's a very quick game. The box says it'll take about 15 minutes. I've only played it with my nieces once or twice. They enjoyed it, but I don't even think it lasted 15 minutes. So if you're looking for something to distract the kids, this will work. If you're looking for something to distract them for a long period of time, it may work, it may not. Kind of depends on their attention span. Next, let's go to Left, Center, Right, which is actually one of my mom's favorite games. It comes with 3 dice and a bunch of tokens, and everybody that's playing gets 3 tokens. You only roll the number of dice equal to the number of tokens that you have. So on your first turn, you would lose all your tokens. 1 would go to the left, and 2 would go to the center. Just like on the box here, left, center, right. Left, center, and right. Okay? So, but you're not out of the game because the next person to roll could end up rolling something that says to the right, which let's say they didn't, and then everyone passes the dice and comes back around, and the person to your right, let's say they roll, yep, there's one to the left. So on your next turn, having only 1 token, you would set the other 2 dice aside, and then you would roll only the 1. And you got to pass it to the left. This game, Left, Center, Right, is also very quick. These are what the tokens look like. Little yellow. They look like miniature poker discs. Poker chips, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I mean, that's all that game is. But for some people, it is the most fun game. For others, it's like, yeah, we'll play a couple games of that, and then we'll move on to another one. It was my mom's favorite game because she was so ridiculously lucky with it. It's not even funny. She'd ask us all to play with quarters instead of tokens, and she'd end up taking everybody's quarters home with her. So it was kind of funny to her, 75 cents to make mom happy, you know what I mean? This particular game is only supposed to come with 3 dice. I found this at a thrift store, if you will. I don't want to use any labels or names. I found this at a thrift store, and then after I found it completely complete, as well as the brand new poker chips, the tokens that are in here, I also found a 4th die over in the toy bin. So, I mean, who can't use an extra die? You can never have too many of them. But I went ahead and picked up the extra die, and I think it just adds a little extra something to the game. This is the reason that our channel is called House Rules Games, because no matter what game you play, everybody's got house rules. And with this game, even though it's only supposed to have 3 dice, we can play it with 4. it's a great way to maybe keep passing your tokens or get rid of them really quickly, whatever the situation might call for, depending on how lucky you are. And then this game here, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard, Spock, looks like a test tube from Big Bang Theory. It comes with 4 dice and some blue poker chips, blue or purple. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I'm just colorblind. But that's what those look like. So, and the yellow ones look exactly like these, just a different color. But what you would do on the first turn, one person would roll the die. There we go. Would roll the die, and whatever it lands on, you have to try to beat that. Every single person has to try to beat that. So I would roll, let's see here. Lizard is decapitated by scissors, so that one would lose. Spock crushes scissors, so that one would win, and Spock crushes scissors, so that one would win. So I would get to keep 2 tokens, and one would have to go in the middle. And you would play in this manner until it has gone all the way around the table, and whoever the last person is to play, they would try to beat that one, and then the second player who started would get to roll the black one and reset. Now, this right here is introduced an interesting setup. Rock beats scissors, paper is beaten by scissors, and scissors matches scissors. So I would keep one, I would lose one to the middle, and this one, because it matches, it's the same, I would pass a token to the right. The only other option to pass tokens is that one right there. It says to the left. So if you rolled that and rolled a scissor, one would go to the left, one would go to the right, and then because this one here lost, it would go in the middle. So you're already out of your 3 tokens. But you're not out of the game. Gameplay keeps going until there's only one person. Same thing with left, center, right. Same thing with feed the kitty. Gameplay keeps going until only one person has tokens left. And at that point, that one person would win. But nobody's really out of the game because tokens can constantly be passed and passed and passed and passed. If it comes to your turn and you don't have any tokens, you would just skip your turn. If it comes to your turn and you don't have 3 tokens, you would only roll as many dice as there are tokens that you have. So all 3 of these games are very, very simple. They're very, very similar. To each their own, depending on how you want to play. You can play with the tokens. If you're a fun family that wants to play that way and nobody's going to get upset, then you can play with quarters. But that's up to you guys. I would never promote the idea of gambling, but to each their own. I would never tell anybody what to do or how to do it. But I wanted to bring these games up today because I've got some other games in my game closet that are similar to each other. For example, Zombie Dice and Dino Dice. You've got all these different variants of Monopoly and Opoly, different games. You've got just so many games that are so similar, and people just don't even realize it. People will be talking about the same game and not realize it because it has a different name. Any tabletop game that you have that you want to play, it's a great way to get the family involved, and why not? Why not take the chance and teach someone how to lose, or teach someone how to win, or just teach each other how to have fun with each other, without video games, without TV, without everyone being all in separate rooms, all on their phones. And that's really the purpose of this channel. I hope that everyone is enjoying the reviews, the unboxings, the instructionals. Please don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button. Give us feedback. If you guys want to see certain games, if you guys want to hear us talk about the rules or unbox a certain board game or a certain collectible, let us know. We'll do what we can. But yeah, for that's about it. And I really appreciate you guys coming to see me today. This has been Matt. Welcome to our house. I hope you guys come back. Thanks a lot.